call me Mystic Mac because I predict these things.
Taiyilake Nueraji takes on Kiefer Crosbie this Saturday at UFC Fight Night Shanghai. And this is a good fight. You know, Kiefer Crosbie getting up there in age, hasn't had the most success in the UFC. 2 losses, I believe. Looking to get his first win in the organization, taking on young up-and-comer Taiyilake Nueraji, who's 24 years old, 11-1, so he's already got a lot of really good experience as a pro MMA fighter. Watching a lot of his fights, he's made a lot of improvements since since just the middle of his career. So looking forward to this one. Taiyilake Nueraji, he's 24, 6'2", with a 76-inch reach and 11-1. Very dynamic southpaw striker, very light on his feet, has really good dexterity in his legs, big arsenal of kicks, a lot of different techniques that he throws, spinning kicks, body kicks, flying knees, spinning elbows, step-in elbows, you name it, and this guy's throwing it. Great knees and elbows in the clinch. He's not very tall, but he's pretty tall for the welterweight class, so he's able to utilize his underhooks and his height when he's in the clinch. So stands in the pocket and throws. At times I'm concerned of his chin because he is willing to take one to give one. Can take a lot of shots, but he's landing a lot of shots as well, but does have a very good chin. Does a good job of kind of pulling his opponents into his counters, kind of feinting, pulling back, and then coming back in, and throws with really bad intentions. Puts on a very vicious onslaught against his opponents with tons of volume. Doesn't move his head at times inside of the pocket. He's throwing and he's engaging, and just luckily he's not eating a lot of these shots clean on the chin, or else I feel like he'd be in a lot more trouble. So that is a concern of mine, but also his fearlessness to do that allows him to land pretty hard shots in the pocket as well. So taking on Kiefer Crosbie, who's 35 years old, 5'11", with a 70-inch reach, and he's 10-5. So has several more losses. He's going to be at a 6-inch reach disadvantage and a 3-inch height disadvantage. Primarily a boxer, keeps his hands up. Hands are always where they need to be. Good leg kicks, power in the hands, has a really good one too. Mixes in the body shots very well, and checks kicks very well. So I feel like he's just very kind of rudimentary, kind of a brawler type. Good striker, but in terms of overall MMA skill set, I don't think he's anything special. So I'm gonna go Nueraji. Crosby's going to be at a height and reach disadvantage. He's going to have to really try and stay up close, stay in the chest of Nueraji, to just not let him utilize his long range attacks. And Nueraji's very good close range in the clinch with his knees, his elbows, spinning attacks. He also has a very good takedown threat from the clinch, or double leg out in the open. He got multiple takedowns in his fight with Ki Wang on the regional scene. Had an armbar finish from Mount. I think that was last summer. So majority of his wins are coming by KO, but he does now have submissions. Crosby's been submitted 6 times, so he's not really looking to get it to the ground, and probably putting himself in even more danger if he does. I just expect Nueraji to land calf kicks, keep him at bay with hit the variety of distance attacks that he has, maintain his range where he can land and Crosby can't, and just put a lot of different techniques, tons of volume on him to keep him guessing. Crosby struggled with the range of Kevin Borjas in their fight, the calf kicks as well as the clinch. Borjas is very good. It's a very good judo background, so he's very strong in the clinch. And Crosby just kind of suffered against the bigger, taller guy who can kind of leverage the height and the underhooks. So he struggled with the height of Sam Patterson as well. He's only fought really tall guys, it seems like, in the UFC. Now he's fighting another tall guy and hasn't had the best track record, so to speak. So I think Nueraji, he'll mix it all up very well and get the finish in this one. Crosby's 35, coming off of 2 losses. Hasn't fought in like a year, I think it is. Hasn't won a fight in over 2 years. And Nueraji, he's shown, like I said earlier, he's shown a lot of improvement since even just the middle of his career. When I was watching him, I was like, this guy just, I was like, I didn't think anything there was special about him. The Ki Wang fight, up to his most recent ones, he just looks a lot more put together, a lot more confident, a lot more polished. He's only 24 years old. He's been away for a year, so I think he's going to look even better than we saw him about a year ago. I think he's coming off of a few KO wins. Yeah. Coming off of three first round KOs, or 3 first round finishes. One of them was an armbar. So I think he's going to look a lot better. Going to be making drastic improvements at this young of an age that he has. And taking on a guy who hasn't looked the best lately, 35, kind of getting to the end of the road, getting out of his prime. So can Crosby chin him with him not moving his chin and being, you know, somewhat hittable? Yes. I just don't think he has the skills to deal with the volume and the kind of the tenacity coming his way and the firepower coming his way. And, you know, Nueraji's shown to have a granite chin as well. So I'm gonna go Taiyilake Nueraji to get this one done by KO. Thanks.